With a whole load of rather excellent cars released in the past few years, Volvo is now in full comeback mode, and two of the latest vehicles to join that newly revamped range are the V90 Estate and its sister S90 Saloon. Now, it's actually been quite a while since the last S90. The previous car to wear that badge was released some 2 decades ago, and this one is clearly a very different car. There's no 3-box designs anymore, Volvo says, just sleekness, serenity, and elegance. The thing is, though, that premium cars aren't just judged by the looks alone, but by things like the ride quality, their interior design, the refinement, and their equipment. And this one faces some pretty tough competition from the likes of the new 5 Series, the E-Class, and many more. But is the next must-have premium car actually Scandinavian and not German? Let's find out. Now, to make it stand out, Volvo poached none other than Bentley's head of interiors, so that should go some way towards telling you what to expect. Of course, Rich has already driven the V90 in a separate review, so if you would like to know more about the nitty-gritty and the details of these cars' interiors, you can click on the little box that should appear on your screen sometime around now. I'll wait. All good? Okay. Now, the V90 that we had was the entry-level Momentum trim, but this one is the mid-spec R design. It brings with it sportier touches like these black leather sports-style seats, this unique steering wheel with perforated leather, and a slightly more aggressive exterior appearance. There's also Volvo's fantastic 9-inch touchscreen infotainment system with things like integrated internet connectivity and sat-nav. There's so much, in fact, that you really could spend an entire day just playing around with all of the gizmos in this thing. Along with all the toys, there's also dual-zone climate control and a digital instrument display, along with lots of Volvo's signature safety equipment, which includes the much-discussed pilot assist semi-autonomous driving technology. It's similar in effect to Tesla's autopilot and can automatically guide the car along the roads at speeds of up to 80 miles per hour. It works well, and it's certainly a remarkable technology, if a little bit scary at times. So we'll try this out and see if it works. Oh God, please say it's going to work. Is it going to work? Hey! No hands, see? Interior space is also at a premium, with rear leg and headroom among the best in the S90's class. The boot is a usable 500 litres, although of course the V90 Estate will probably better suit those who need more cargo space. So anyway, it's got all of the kit and all of the semi-autonomous pilot assist style stuff, but this is the R-Design model, so surely this is the driver's car of the range, right? Well, maybe. You see, it's no easy feat making something this big and this heavy agile on its feet, but the S90 comes loaded up with all sorts of interesting stuff like special fibre-reinforced leaf springs in the rear suspension, which Volvo says makes it lighter, lower, and a lot more agile. In truth, however, the whole R-Design thing is really more about the looks. Like the other S90 and V90 models, it makes no bones about the fact that it's primarily intended as a comfortable cruiser, something which I have to say it does incredibly capably. The engine lineup also reveals its true character, although Volvo does make petrol S90s. In Britain you can only get it with D4 or D5 diesels. It's the 2-litre D4 we have here, which comes with 187 brake horsepower and an 8-speed automatic gearbox as standard. It picks up speed really smoothly and predictably, and although it's not the most powerful thing in the world, it takes 8.2 seconds to reach 62 miles per hour and from a standstill. Rivals do feel a bit more refined, however. The D4 is quite gruff under acceleration. However, it does settle down once you get up to speed. For anybody who does want a bit more power, the 232 brake horsepower D5 might be a better option, but in my opinion it's the D4 which much better suits what is an incredibly stress-free car to drive. It's cushiony and glides up the road with a composure that probably pulls off the best impression of a full-size limousine any car in its segment can manage. Sure, it's not as incisive or dynamic as anything from BMW or from Jaguar, but the S90's lack of sporting prowess won't come as a surprise to most, and probably won't come as a disappointment to buyers either. Volvo expects that the majority of V90 and S90 customers will be business and fleet drivers, and so it will come as good news that the S90 with the D4 engine can return up to 64.2 miles per gallon with 116 grams per kilometre of CO2. In terms of outright cost, the S90 starts from £32,555 for the entry-level Momentum, while R-Design starts from £35,055. Meanwhile, the range top and Inscription starts from £35,555. The Volvo S90 is sure to appeal to a great many buyers with its mix of comfort, elegance and efficiency, and although this R-Design model isn't quite as dynamic to drive as some of its rivals, that's unlikely to faze anybody who's interested in it. It looks fantastic, it's got possibly the best cabin in its segment and more standard equipment than any of its main rivals. It might still be a bit of a niche option in its segment, but the S90 is more than worth a look. But what do you think? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Perfect. Hey, that reminds me, you know the BRZ? You know the bit where Rich is like, oh yeah, comment section, and then somebody, who drives off? Was that you?